OK. So let me do that. So you see that zip file in FFS folder, right? Okay. So go to AccuMark Explorer. Okay. And first you will highlight data 90 in the C drive. Okay. Highlight. Okay. Make sure you clear the search box, right? So if you click data 90, okay, highlight data 90, and then on the left top corner you see import zip. Do you see that? Import zip. Okay, click, and you find T drive, which is here, and FFS and FD321 pans. We're able to locate. Okay, and open. And this mask appears, right? Do you see 3 items? Piece, piece, piece. Okay, 3 pieces. Zip file inside 3 pieces. And click OK. And OK. Yes.
Can you show again?
Okay, then in the search box you enter star FD321 star. Okay, then you should see 3 pieces, only 3 pieces. Right? In the search box, enter star FD321 star. Okay, and you only find 3 pieces, correct? In here you need to enter star FD321 star and then refresh the storage area. Then you can only see 3 pieces. Okay. All right. Now next, because you see now everybody has the same name at this moment, right? So you will have to change this. So you will select 3 pieces. Okay. Select all 3, and you right click to rename. Okay. Right click to rename, and replace FD321 with this project 2505. So you will enter your initial. Okay, prefix is your initial. So I will enter TED, TED for me. Okay, well, TED-2505. Okay, pants. So the name should be your initial -2505 pant. Okay, field names, okay. Then you don't see anything because you're in your search box, you specified FD321. So the clear, instead of FD321, you enter star your initial -2505 star. Okay, then you see 3 pieces. Okay, you know, unique names, right, for your pattern pieces. Now you're safe to, or not D, Z drive. Select all. Okay, and then you drag this into your folder, release. And now in FD321, you see these 3 pieces, correct? Oh, good. Now, let's open these pieces in PDS. So select them, select 3 pieces, right-click, open with pattern design, separate work area. Okay. I know license is expiring soon, just ignore this. All right, let's start with, did you save user setting last time? I showed you, right? Remember how to use, okay? But you can do that, but I guess we're still here, so let's do it again, okay? Let's go to edit, customize preferences, okay? First, general, don't check click and go. Okay, general, click and go, not checking. I'm going to show you how to, those who are getting better, you can switch this to click and go, which is much faster, okay? But then you need to change how you use your mouse, okay? I will show you, remind me later of this class, I show you, so that you can choose which one, which one you prefer, okay? For now, don't check this one. And display tab, make sure you check field pieces, left top corner. And then the tab skip all the way to path. Make sure it change to devices Z, and the storage area is FD321. Okay, and apply, save, okay. And look at the bottom in the box. If you see in inches, imperial system, then good. If you see centimeter, you know how to change, right? Okay. All right. Let's do also work area. Customize next screen layout. Okay, screen layout. Don't check quick open because that will take up a little space here. So uncheck because we never use this. Okay, and select dots, guidelines, dots, and OK. All right, now we are ready to work on today's project. Okay, so place all these pattern pieces in your work area. As you can see, these are raw, we call it raw pieces. If you digitize, you need to do a little bit of cleanup, okay? When you're making a paper pattern, right? Like you said, you had a fitting, and you took notes, and then oh, I need to fix the hip line, all this kind of pattern corrections, okay? When you correct pattern, how do you correct? Do you use like you make a separate set, or do you use red pencil or blue pencil to correct the pattern? Well, what's your habit? Old pattern, okay. So how are you gonna fix it? You slash and spread and tape it?
It's not a big change. If it's a big change, I think it would be easier to do it.
Okay. Well, why I'm asking you a question is that let's say you fixed everything, right? Okay. Suppose you fix everything according to the notes. And then next fitting you went, oh, I like the original look better. So do you have like you can track back what you did? You're tracking back. Let's say, oh, we want to go back because it happens in industry very often. You change design. Oh, actually, original one looks better. Then if you don't have the pattern because you modified everything, that would be you will probably be in big trouble, right? So you keep the original?
You have like a draft and then your pattern.
Very good. So you have draft. Okay, so you can go back to, yes, excellent. So we can do kind of same thing here. We can keep the original shape and then you can modify, but if you change your mind, you can actually go back to original shape, the pattern shape. Okay, so we call it this in bookmark. Okay, bookmark, right? So I think that pattern corrections, if you look at handouts, we do bookmark. Okay, let me show you what the bookmark is, right? So I'm going to do a little here, for example. Okay, so I first create bookmark define. Okay, bookmark define, and then you simply click the piece or use Maki to select pieces and right click OK. Right click OK. Now it doesn't show anything, but it tells you that pieces has been bookmarked. Okay. So let's say I do some pattern corrections. For example, oh, length is too long, so I'm going to make it a little bit shorter here, right? And then I said maybe the crutch is a little too high, so I want to make a little bit lower, okay? And then go out just a little bit more, and I want to change the side seam, okay? little bit wider, okay? So things like that, I did corrections. And also, let me do also, it's too straight. I want to make a little bit of definement. So where knee line is, I want to shape just a little bit inside, okay? And I do the same thing here. I will shape just a little bit where the knee line is, okay? So I did a bunch of corrections, right? And I say, well, what kind of change did I make? Then you go to View and Revisions Define. And when I click Piece, see, I can see the changes. You can, so it's very useful to compare with the original pattern and what kind of change you made, okay? And then at this point, let's say you saved it, right? So I'm saving this file save as. Let me do test. So I saved, right? And I'm going to undo define, okay? And then say, well, I need original pattern, okay? What can you do? You can go to create, okay? Restore define. When I click the piece, see, you can recover the original shape, okay? So that's what define is, okay? So define is, you can define the pattern. At the point you define, computer will register the shape, okay? And then later while you're making pattern corrections, when you define again, it will undo the previous define. Okay, so it doesn't keep track of everything. You can do only define once, right? That's the little tricky part. So define you can do only once. Now, yes.
Does it say that if you leave the application too long out?
Yeah, as long as you save the piece, it will keep that defined piece. Okay, so it's a little, you feel safe a little bit, no? Okay, all right. So that's the define. So let's do this. Okay, place all pattern pieces. Okay, and you go to create, and on the ribbon all the way to the right, define. Okay, and you can use marquee, or you can click pieces and right click OK, right click OK. Okay. Okay. Just to make sure, okay, if you want to be safe, go to View, okay, View and Revisions Define on the left side ribbon. Revisions Define, and click one of them and right click OK. If you see this define, that means pieces are defined. Okay, and you click the piece again to undo. All right, so now you're ready to do the pattern corrections. Okay. Okay, so let me ask you your process, how you do pattern corrections. Okay, so when you make a pattern pieces, especially like pants like that, after you trace, okay, you don't want to just add seam allowance, right? Don't you want to like walk pieces and fold the darts and then to see waistline smooth? Don't you do all kinds of, right? Pattern correction. We call it verification. Verify. On the tab, you have verify. Okay, this is where you can check pattern pieces under verify tab. Okay, so if you notice this out seam, for example, okay, out seam. If you look at the front, there are no notches on out seam, whereas back has notches. Okay, so you want to make sure front has that corresponding notches, right? So I would like to first walk pieces from the top to bottom and bottom to top to see whether these out seams are even. Okay, so I'm going to start with verify. I like to do my demo first. Okay, verify, check walk. Okay, verify walk pieces. Okay, so here you will make sure check on the right side column. Okay, add marks, add notches. Okay, and then this series of steps. Okay, so first select the line on the stationary piece. So I will make that back pants as a stationary. Okay, so I will click the outseam of the back. And when you click, you see the arrow comes from the top, but I want to walk from the bottom. So right click to change direction. Now the direction is correct. Right click OK. Now I click the target line, which is front outseam. So I click. Now arrow is coming from the same direction. So right click to confirm. Okay. Now it will snap to the hem, the outseam hem. Now it's a little hard to walk like this, right? So you will right click again to change mobile side, and then you will walk pieces like this. Okay, I'm simply moving the mouse here. Okay, and then when you get to the waistline, you see that, oh, see the waistline has a little bit of gap, so you want to fix that. Okay, so I will just left click, and then I will do a little bit of fixing. So you look at it, what do we have to do? I probably maybe bring this one down and bring this point up. So make like happy medium. Okay, so which tool you use? Modify, single point, and then I'm going to move this point a little bit down, and then I move this point a little bit up. Okay, so that waistline is smooth. Okay, now once you're done, okay, next I need to transfer notches, correct? Okay, so you can do, let me do easy way. Okay, I do again, go to verify, walk piece. Okay, I'm going to walk again, right click to change mobile side, change direction, right click OK. Then I select that front outseam, right click OK. Now I like to watch carefully here. While I'm walking, you see I'm walking, right? Okay. While I'm walking, when you get to the notch point, okay, when I get to the notch point, right click, mark mobile, because the mobile side is the front piece. Front piece is the one that doesn't have notch. So mark mobile, it will add a notch, okay, and then move next notch point, okay. When you see the yellow box appears, right click, mark mobile, and then right click OK. Okay, so you see notches are copied while you're walking. Okay, all right, so let's do this together. Okay, I'm gonna do F10 now. Control C, Control C. Okay, so let's select verify, check walk pieces. Okay, then first back outseam, back pant outseam, you left click back outseam. You see the arrow comes from the waistline, right? So you will right click to change direction. Okay, right click, change direction. Okay, so now yellow arrow comes from the hem. Yes? Okay, now you right click to confirm OK. Then you click the front outseam. Left click the front outseam. The arrow comes from the same, right, from the hem, so you're OK, right? So right click OK. And they will just on top of each other, right? Now right click again and select change mobile side. Okay? And then gently move your mouse. Don't click left click, just gently move your mouse all the way to the waistline and zoom in. Okay? And right click OK. Right click OK. Okay. So now you will fix this gap either using modify single point, okay, or you can do adjust is also good. Let's do single point. I think that will be easiest way. Modify single point. Now when you do select, let's select the first back sideways, okay. Move your cursor a little bit away from the point in between darts and the sideways point on the back pant, and hold down your left button and then slide all the way to the side waist. Okay, that way you can make sure you're selecting the point. Okay, and then you move just a little bit down. Okay, and then you do the front side waist, and then you move a little bit to the up. upward so that waist becomes even. Okay. Yeah, use modify single point. Okay. Oh, I see. See the pattern piece, right? You see the pattern piece name in the box? Right next there is a little box with dot dot dots. Okay. And if you click this one, this current piece box appears, right? Okay. So it shows all the pattern pieces in your work area. Okay. So like Daniel, for example, you're trying to fix the front. Okay. If you select the front, then you can only modify front. Okay. So that will be helpful. But don't forget to go back clear. Otherwise, you try to modify back, it doesn't work because you selected only front. Okay. So this current box is useful if you have many pieces on top of each other. You want to modify particular piece, then you can specify the piece. Here, right here, the bottom. This box when you click. All right. Make sure don't forget to clear. Okay, clear all. All right. So now after you have finished, if you now waistline is good, okay, let's transfer notches to the waist front pants. Okay, let's go back to verify work pieces. Okay. Now make sure on your left side column you need to check add mark and add notch. Okay, these boxes should be checked. Okay, so let's repeat the same process. Select the back outseam, right click to change direction, and right click OK. Then you select the front outseam. The arrow is coming from the right direction, so right click OK. And then you right click to change mobile side. Okay, and then you will gently move your mouse from the hem toward first notch point. When you get to this yellow box notch box, right click, okay, mark mobile. Okay, mark mobile. That means, huh? I can't. Mark mobile. And then same thing, you will move your cursor gently, and then when you get to this notch box, right click, mark mobile, okay, and then you right click OK. Okay, so here, now you know notches are matching, right? Because you walked and then marked the other side. So that's how it's useful while you're walking, you can actually, so this is also useful if you don't have notches on neither side, you can walk and add notches on both sides at the same time, okay? Okay, so if you finished adding a notch to both sides, let's verify darts, okay? Darts front and the back. If it's paper, you fold it, right? You fold the darts, and then if there is a little bit of a corner, right, you will use French curve or hip curve to smooth the waistline, okay? So you find the same tool under verify, fold, dart, okay? Verify, folding, dart. Okay, so select the dart to fold. I will click here. Then you see, oh, don't you think this is, is it acceptable? Is it your standard is acceptable? My standard is not. Okay, so what do you want to do? Right, yes. So you do same thing. Go to modify single point, and I will select the point and just move just a little bit. I don't think you can do 2 points here. Let me try if it works. See, it doesn't work, I know. So let's do single point, and then you do one side first, move just a little bit, and then you do the other side, move just a little bit. Okay? So you need to really zoom in Okay. So I think that looks good. When you see the waistline looks good, you go back to verify, folding, and unfold. Okay, unfold. Okay, little below the dot icon, you see unfold, and click the piece, then you will revert to the original state. Okay, so you do the same thing for the front dart. Okay, verify, folding, dart, and you click the one of the legs. Okay, and this also, I think this one I should fix the front side of the dart leg. So select modify point, single point, and I'll select this point and then move a little bit to the point. Okay. Okay. Anybody has a hard time? Once you fix, go to unfold and unfold. Okay. And then click the piece so that it goes back to original shape. All right. So now, did you fix both dots? Okay. So if the piece is like this, okay, if you want to make it to original orientation, you will select modify, okay, modify, piece, realign, piece actions, realign, and make sure you select the realign piece. Okay, check realign piece and click the piece, right click OK, and then right click OK. Okay, so that will be put you back in original orientation. Comments first. Okay, number one, waistband is too tight. Add half an inch to circumferences. Okay, the back waist is deep in. Add half an inch to the back rise. Okay, hip is too tight. Add 1 inch to the hip circumference. Okay, add 1/8 to the front crotch point, front crotch extension, and 3/8 to the back. Okay, reduce the leg opening by half an inch. Okay, the pant leg is too short. Add half an inch to the length. Okay, so makes sense. Did you understand all the comments? All right. Well, let's do them first. Sometimes you need to do multiple pattern corrections. Okay, so think about the waist. You need to at the waist, because you see the pattern is in a quadrant, right? Four sections: left, right, front, left, front, right, and the back, left, back, right, right? So if you are trying to add half an inch to the waist, each section is how much? 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, right? That's how you do pattern corrections, right? 1/8, 1/8, 1/8. Okay. So now you got that. Now, so if number three, hip is you need to add 1 inch. So how much is for each quadrant? Right, quarter. So that you understand at the waist is 1/8, and the hip is quarter. Okay, so that's the modification you need to do. Okay, so let's do the front first here. Okay, so what is your strategy? If you need to add here to the waist 1/8, okay, 1/8 to the waist, and then quarter inch to the hip, quarter, 1/8 and quarter. How do you fix the patterns? Yes. What is it? Was it a question or something? It's simple, right? You're gonna add 1/8 here, quarter inch here. And then you're gonna check the curve, right? If the curve is too much, what do you need to do? Okay? Are you following? You do 1/8 here, and then quarter inch here. see what happens. All right. So, oh, I forgot. So you look at the handouts, okay? Leg opening. What change do I have to make? Leg opening. Huh? Reduce the leg opening half an inch. Okay. So, leg opening, you have specific measurements, right? Always. Okay. So if you have the length correction, you fix the length first, then you work on the width of the opening. Do you understand what I'm saying? You don't want to taper or make it bigger before you do a length adjustment. Okay, so length adjustment is the first thing you need to do. So you need to do leg, how much you need to extend. Pant leg is too short, so you need to add half an inch first, right? So I'm going to do that by using modify line actions offset. Then I'm going to offset half an inch. Okay. Now I can actually fix the inseam and outseam. Okay. So I like to watch my demo first. So I'm going to do using, remember, create, offset, uneven, right? We use this often. So I use this tool, create, offset, uneven. And then I would do first sideways, add 1/8. Okay. I'm going to use add first. Okay. And then where the notch is hip, so I add 1/4 inch. Okay. And then the leg, how much do I have to change leg? You want to let it out, let it in and out. How much? An 8. Why an 8? No, you see, it's tricky, right? The pants is when you pass the crash, now you need to work on the inseam and outseam. Okay, so if total is happening, you're correct. 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, right? So that means I do minus 1/8. Okay, do you see the line? Maybe I need to change the line. Preferences, color, highlight. Let's white. Let's do yellow. How's that? Oh, not really. No. And highlight, we change to white. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. Okay, so create, offset, uneven. At the top, I add 1/8, and where about the hip, I do 1/4 inch, and the hem, I do minus 1/8. Okay, now does this line looks good? What do you think? All right, so let me swap this. Modify, line action, swap. So I would swap this, the line I just created with the original line. Okay, so you can see the shape. All right, so this is, I think it's acceptable, right? Okay, so I will leave it like this. Okay, and then you do the same thing to the back's outseam. All right, so let's do this together. Okay. So it's 1/8. So it's plus 1/8. Plus 1/4 inch. Okay. So here you add 1/8, and this is 1/4 inch. Okay, so you do use create, offset uneven. Okay, now when you do uneven, you need to select multiple points, right, on the same line. Okay, on the same line. Okay, because if you try to select this point, you may be selecting the end point of the waistline when you click the point. Okay, so safer way is you move your cursor a little bit off the point on the outseam, and then press your left button, press it down, and then slide it to the waistline, release, then you enter 1/8, okay, 0.125, okay, and then you will again hold your left button, slide it to the nearest point to the hip line, you enter 0.25, and zoom out. Now you slide all the way down to the hem, release, enter minus 0.125 or minus 1/8. Okay, so you see the line at the waist, out 1/8, at the hip, 1/4 out, and then hem 1/8 in. Okay, so when you see that, right click OK to implement. Okay, and go to modify, line actions, swap. You will swap. First you select the line you just created and right click OK, and then select the original line, right click OK. That will swap the line. Okay,
Wait, so you connected it at the waist and then you swap it?
very good, you're thinking ahead. Okay, so once you change that, fix the inseam and outseam, let's view what you have done. Okay, go to View tab on the top, select the view. Okay, select the view. There's a tab at the top, right? View, select the view. And on the ribbon toward the left side, you have revisions defined. Revisions defined, and then click front and the back pans, and you can see the corrections you did. You know what? I'm going to change the color. Define, I will do how the red. How's that? Okay, do you see the red is the original line? Okay, so now I noticed that I didn't lengthen the back here. See, I made a mistake. Oops. So I will do that, which is not really correct, but 0.5. Okay. Okay, so once you check, you will compare with the original silhouette, and you need to click again, view, define, and click to make it disappear. Okay. All right. Try it. Okay. All right, let me ask somebody here. Flora, how would you fix the waistline?
Well, once it's to add a half inch total, so it would have to be 1/4 inch either side.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Is it mirrored?
Not yet. This is like a before. This has no seam allowance. This is no mirror.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'd add a 1/4 inch each side, and maybe it needs to be curved.
Interesting. Okay. That's a little advanced, so we're not
Okay.
gonna do that. Okay. It's called contoured waistband. We don't want to. Okay. Now the problem is, you see you have notches here, right? Notches here. So if you add this quarter, notches will not match, right? So you have to be very specific where to add 1/8. Okay. So this is center front. This is center front. This is center back. Okay. You have a notch here in the middle to indicate side. Right? From the top, second notch is the side seam, sideways point. Do you agree? Okay. So that means what do you have to do? Because this one, this length didn't change. This changed. Right? So you need to increase this here, 1/8 here. Right? And 1/8 here. And then 1/8 here, 1/8 here. Can you visualize where the waistband goes, right? So not the first section, second and third section, between notches, you need to add 1/8, 1/8. Right? And then also here, this, you add 1/8, 1/8. Okay. So now you know, because this is the center front, okay? This is center back. So skip the first section, second section and third section, I need to add 1/8. So easy way is like this. Can you watch? Okay. So this is where you can actually use modify point. Okay. Modify point. Okay. I'm going to select carefully. Okay. So that you see the maki, bottom of the maki is in between notches. This, yes.
Do you think you can change the color of your notches? The white is really hard.
Okay. Well, you tell me which color is the best, all right? I will give you, I'll make you select.
Red or
Black,
black?
apply. Save. Oh, no, I said no, sorry. Highlight it. Black, apply. Original, sorry, original. Right, original. Okay, apply. Better? Everybody gets, okay, why do that? Right. So, let me get back to modify point. Point is plural, pieces, points actually, okay? And you use the marquee, so the bottom edge of, now you don't see the marquee, not really. Can you see that? Okay. All right, bottom edge of the marquee is in between notches, right? Okay. So this actually indicates, let me place it here. You are actually slicing here. Okay. And when you move whole thing, you actually slash and spread. Okay. So if I do exactly what you do, slash and spread, right? If you want to use scissors and cut and open 1/8, you can do that by going to, remember, did you do flare skirt? Slash and spread, remember that? You can actually go to advanced, fullness, parallel, okay? And this is where exactly you wanted to add. So draw the line, okay? And right click, okay? Then select the line that needs to be internal, stationary. So I will click the bottom edge, okay? Right click, okay? And you see I can open. So I open 1/8. See, you see I opened 1/8. Okay? So this will be that actually what you do in paper pattern making, right? So if you feel this is easier, you can. But I do this way, like this. Modify, point, and use marquee here. See now I'm bottom edge of the marquee is between two notches, right? Select, right click, okay? And then if you're in the cursor mode, don't be afraid. Bunny click to change to value mode. And X movement is 0. Y movement, 1/8. Yes. So you know this one. This you understand, right? Parallel.
Yeah.
Okay. So same thing you can do with modify points.
You're saying you can do it either way.
Yeah, either way, yes. So I do this. Now this time, use the marquee. So that bottom edge of the marquee is in between notches, right? And then select. Right click, okay? See, what I'm doing is I'm moving this like this. Okay, moving this 1/8 toward this direction. So that will, I want to move this way 1/8. So the same thing as slash and spread, right? So I will switch to value mode. X movement is 0. Okay. Y movement 1/8. Okay. Now let's turn on view define so you can see that change is taking place. Okay. So you see I added 1/4 inch here in total. If you see the top. Okay. So I added 1/8 here, 1/8 here. Okay. So next one, I need to add 1/8 here and here. Here, here, 1/8, 1/8. Okay. So I'm going to do, can you watch my demo first? Okay. So I'm doing the other side here. I'm going to use modify point, and I will select the marquee to place the top edge of the marquee between notches. Okay. And right click OK. And X is 0. Okay. Now Y movement, remember this is a Cartesian graph, right? So you are adding 1/8 back by going negative direction. So minus 1/8. See, I moved. And then second one is this section. Carefully place the marquee. Right click OK. 0 and minus 1/8 again. Okay. So this is exact the same as, okay, I did advanced parallel. Okay. So I will select this one here. Okay. Right click OK. And then stationary in the other end. Right click OK. 1/8. Oh, sorry. Okay. Let me do it again. Parallel. Shift. Right click OK. Select the bottom edge as a stationary. Right click OK. And you add here 1/8. See, I added 1/8. And I do the second one here. Straight. Right click OK. And then select the bottom edge of stationary again. Right click OK. Adding 1/8. See? So I added 1/8, 1/8 in these two sections, two segments here. Okay. This you understood, right? By adding the parallel slash and spread. Okay. So I do the same thing for that using points. So I need to add 1/8 here, 1/8 here. In this segment, I need to add 1/8. So I will use modify point, okay? And make sure you select the marquee so that top edge is in between notches of the third segment from the bottom, okay? Now right click OK, okay? Change to value mode. X movement is 0. Press tab key. Y movement is negative 1/8. See, you saw that piece move toward the bottom, okay? Now, next one, you do same marquee, but place the marquee, the top edge, the second segment from the bottom, okay? Click, right click, okay? X is 0, Y is again minus 1/8, okay?
How do you not see defined again?
How do you see it defined?
How do
View.
you not see it
Oh,
anymore?
you click again. Click define again, and it will disappear. Okay.
How do you do the slash and spread again?
Okay. Slash and spread. Okay. Under advanced, furnace parallel. Okay. Furnace parallel. Now you zoom in. I will recommend you use the shift key so that you can draw absolutely horizontal line. Because if you tilt the line, it will move slightly, wrong direction. So make sure you press the shift key so that you can draw absolutely horizontal line. And right click OK. Now you will select the line that opposite side of the slash and spread taking place. So which one you doing? Which section you trying to slash and spread?
The top one.
Top one. Then you select the bottom edge of the waistband as a stationary location to remain stationary. Select the bottom edge and right click OK. Then you can enter the amount, which is 1/8.
Mine wouldn't. Sorry, I got lost. Mine wouldn't like make it during the period.
Attention, please. Okay. So finally, I like to walk my waistband to the pants waistline. Okay. So I use verify walk piece. Okay. So I'm going to walk from center front towards center back. So I will select this, and you see the arrow comes from wrong direction, right? Right click to change direction. So this is the multi-walking. It's not one-to-one. You have multiple sections to walk. So continue this, continue 4 segments, right? All the way to center back, and right click OK. The target is here. This is the center back. Center back is here, right? Sorry. Center front. I'm walking from center front. Okay? So center front is here. Okay? So I will select the bottom edge of the waistband. So direction is correct, right? Now I right click OK. And then I will walk, but I will right click to change mobile side. See, then I walk, and you see how notch is matching? Okay. And then I will go to now back waist. Okay. Notch is matching. Okay. And then center back is also matching. Okay. So now I know I fixed the waistband correctly. And right click to cancel, so waistband goes to the original location. All right, let's do this together, right? Verify walk pieces. Okay. Now you will select the center front of the pant waistline. Click this. When you click, see, it's always started with the clockwise direction. Okay. So you don't want to walk from the dot location, right? So you will right click to change direction. Now you're walking counterclockwise. So you select the subsequent lines, which is front side, back side, and back center. Okay. So you click 4 segments of the pants waist. And once you select 4 of them, right click OK. Now go to the waistband bottom edge, okay, here, and click, then the direction is correct, right? Right click OK. Now right click again to change mobile side, so that you can see both pieces, okay? And then gently move your cursor, and then make sure check the notches are matching, okay? And then zoom out, and then go to the back waist, and then continue walking. Now, if the notches are all matching, okay, right click, cancel. Then it goes back to original place.
Mine is like. Wait.
What? That's fine. We did this practice. I don't want to be anal about this. Don't worry. You know how to do, right? Okay. because my original pattern may be wrong. So
So we don't have to match?
if it's matched adequately close enough, that's fine. All right. So I'm going to go to more advanced seam define. I'm going to first here select entire front and back, and I add half an inch first. And hem is how much? 1.5. And inseam, outseam half an inch, and then front rise, back rise is also half an inch. Okay. Waist and waistbands are 3/8. Okay, so I will select the entire waistband and then the waist, including darts. Okay, and then I add 3/8. You know, you need to add seam allowance to the darts too. Remember, later you need to convert to fold, right? So you need to select the dart line and add 3/8. Now, once you add seam allowance, this is when you are doing computer pattern making, it's a little hard to gauge, right, how much that is. So make sure you go to view, in the middle, piece, seam amount. Okay, view, piece, seam amount, and then check the seam allowance. Okay, view, piece, seam amount, right here, check, view, piece, seam amount. Then you know the seam allowance, right? Okay, this is the safer way to check the seam amount. Okay, and turn off. Okay, let me check that. Okay, so it'll be like this, right? Okay, so let's fix the darts first, and then we go back to, remember, we need to add notches. Okay, I know I graded your work. A lot of people still mixed up with try to add a notch to the corner using create, define. It doesn't work, right? If you're trying to add a notch to the corners, you need to go to where? Advanced corners, okay? So make sure you think separately. Notches, if you add notches to corners, you can't go to create standard notch. Instead, you go to advanced corners, okay? All right, so, okay, Emma, you said here, I'm going to first mirror first. Where do you find mirror? You need to modify, right? Modify, piece actions, mirror. Okay. Now, when you do this, I like you to uncheck fold after mirror. Don't check. Okay. And then notch on both ends. Then you click. Okay. Oh, you know, if I click, I can only select half of that waistband, right? That means what do I have to do before I use mirror? Exactly. So cancel. And you combine these two sections first by going to modify line actions, combine. Okay. Modify line actions, combine. Then click the both left and right waistband top edge. Right click OK. Right click OK. Now you can go to modify piece actions, mirror. And don't check fold after mirror. And check both ends. Now you can click the top edge. What does it say? Right. OK. And OK. Well, it doesn't work. Why is that? Let me see. Both ends. Okay. Did you get that? Like this? Okay. Okay. Now, here, okay? You made a pants, right? I think I explained, okay? This side, you don't have notches, okay? This side, no notches. Because usually you do binding finish or something, right? So you don't want to actually have notches. So this side, delete all notches, okay? Top edge notches, you keep only one side, bottom edge. So go to modify, delete notch. modify, delete notch, and use marquee to select like the all notches. Right click OK. All right, so leave the waistband for now, and let's do the front dart. What do you need to do this? No, the dart.
Make a thing. Come
Where do I have to go? Huh?
on.
Advanced darts fold. Yes. Now I know you're excited to use this tool, but don't just click the dot yet. On the right side column, make sure you check include fold line, include drill hole, include notches. Okay? Then you can click the dot. Check, check, check. Okay? And then when you click the dot, what do I have to enter here? Enter the distance of a drill hole. Remember I explained the drill hole? Okay? How much you wanted to add, how far inside? Half an inch is good, right? So 0.5, enter. Then boom, done. So you do the other side, the back also same. Okay? Click the dot leg, enter 0.5. When you know, it's easy, right? Okay. So I'm going to leave this how to fix the hem, how to add the notches, the corner. That's your homework because I have something else to show you. Okay. Can you go back to FFS folder? Okay. Do you see pants spec sheet template? Okay. Yeah, open in FFS folder. Okay. Right away, file save as. Okay, and you can save in where? Maybe the document folder for now. Okay. And make sure you add your initial before. Okay. And you can delete the template. You don't need to add template. Delete template. So your initial dash FD321 pants spec sheet, and you save. All right, have you done this spec sheet? Oh, you good. Do I have to show how to do? Oh, obviously I do, right? With computer. Okay. Okay. So this is very, very basic spec. Okay. This is pattern spec. It's not a garment spec. Okay. So here you do everything in full. You know what POM is? Did I explain? Point of measure. Yes. These are POM here. Okay. So we do from number 1 to number 13. Okay. The rest you don't need to do. Okay. First one. Okay. Keep the window a little bit open. We will do pattern spec in this column. Okay. So I like to watch my demo first. Okay. So that waistband, top edge, bottom edge, because this is waistband straight, so it must be the same, right? Okay. So I will select verify. Okay. This is where measuring tools are. Line length, simple one. Line length. Click the top edge of the waistband. Okay. So that'll be, how much is that? 30.18. So, you know, in customary manner in this country, you don't use decimal for spec sheet. Okay, it's a fraction. So how much is that fraction? 13 and what was that? 13.18. One eight or 3/16. right? 316. Okay. Basal, 30 and 316 inches. Oh, what is that? 30 space 316 inches. Okay. Same here, 30, 316 inches. Okay. Waistband height at center back, so it's all same. So you will measure line length, just one segment over here. So that will be 1¼ right? So you enter 1¼ okay? So that's easy because you just click the line and you find the measurements, right? Now, this is where getting a little bit tricky, okay? Low hip, 8 inches from top edge, 3-point measurement. Do you understand what this means? I'm sure you did spec'ing, right? Okay, well then, so how you gonna measure, okay? Cancel. If I have front and back, I'm gonna turn off seam allowance off. So how do you measure this? 8 inches. 8 inches from top edge. This is kind of standard to top edge of the waistband. So 8 inches minus 1.25, right? From the waistline seam. So that is how much is that? 5 3/4, is it? No. 5 3/4, right? 6 3/4, sorry, 6 3/4. Okay. So from the waist, 6 3/4. So I like to watch my demo, all right? Because I'm going to measure 6 3/4 here, 6 3/4 here, and measure this. You understand? Okay. So it's a little tricky. So I'm going to use verify, measure, straight. Okay, straight. Now, first, let me do the front here. Okay. Do you remember bunny click? Okay, so I will bunny click center front, and then I will switch to tab key to, no, this is correct, beginning, and how much did I say? 6.75, and then I will bunny click down seam, and then press the tab key, okay, from the end point, 6.75. And right click OK, right click OK. Okay. Other way to do, if you feel this is difficult, same thing, you can create a line, okay, bunny click, change the tab key, 6.75, and then bunny click, 6.75. So you create the first guideline and verify the line length. So that will be other way to do it, okay? Okay, or easier way, let me do it again. Verify, measure, straight, okay? Bunny click. See, this doesn't show the arrow, so you need to figure it out. Beginning, remember always clockwise, right? This line I selected, this is the beginning. Okay, so I will change to end and enter 6.75. And I'll bunny click because you know this clockwise is this direction. So I simply enter 6.75 and right click OK. Okay, now I know both measurements, so you can use, I can do in my head. So I will use a calculator. And can you make it smaller? Okay. So how much is this? 9.96 plus 10.12 times 2, because full measurement. Okay. So 40 1/8. Okay. 40 1/8. Okay. This, you need to leave this, that proof that you measured. Okay? You can't just copy what I said. You need to have these lines measured. All right? It's important. That means you have to do it by yourself, right? So now I go to enter here. How much was it? 40, I forgot. 40 and 1/8. So this one, 40 and 1/8. Okay, so that's the hip. Now front rise, these are easy, right? Front rise, back rise. You will simply measure, again, go back to line length, measure center, back rise, front rise, each measurement, plus 1.25, because it's from the top edge, right? Plus 1.25, so that means front will be 11.68 plus 1.25 equals, well, what is this? 12 and 7/8? I know. 15 16. No, 15 16. It could on, right? 15 16? Okay. Well, I'm good sometimes. So 12, 15, 16. And then that's the front rise. So back rise is 15.68. 15.68 plus 1.25 equals, well, is it? No, that's what I just did. Oh, it's the same. Huh? 16 and 15 7/8. Okay, 16, right? 16 and 15 16. Am I correct? Okay. All right. May I have attention next one? So the tie 1 inch below, okay? Now you know you don't measure exactly. Remember sleeve also you always 1 inch below, right? Crotch and sleeve 1 inch below. So where the notch is, usually pants is always marked 1 inch below the notch there. So how you measure horizontally or vertically is here. Distance 2 lines, okay? Distance 2 lines, and you select vertical or horizontal. So I want to measure vertical. Click the vertical, and I will bunny click inseam, and then I enter 1. Oh, come on, listen to me. Okay. Bunny click, or maybe right click. Let me do that. Right click. Okay, left click first. Okay, left click first, and bunny click. Oh, that works now. All right, 1.
How did you change the grain line?
Grain line. Why you need to change grain line?
Oh. Or how did you move?
I can't help.
Okay. Okay, so tie 1 inch below, you will select verify, measure, distance 2 lines. Okay. Now click the inseam. Okay. Inseam left click, and then you see the arrow. If you're in the value mode, you see arrow from the bottom. Okay. If you're in the cursor mode, it will be like this. Okay. Then switch to value mode and press tab key so that it starts from the crotch point. You enter 1. So that will measure straight across 1 inch below the crotch point. So you add these measurements together, will be the thigh measurements, right? So that means how much is that? 14.99 plus 12.22 equals, it's always a little funny number, right? It never gets it. Well, I don't want to calculate this. That's 27.25. So 27.25. Now, depends on how you did your pattern corrections. It may not be the exact same as my measurements, right? Because you may have little, did a pattern correction differently. Okay?
Could you show how you did the thigh measurement?
Yes. So same thing as me I'm going to do now. Okay? So here, Okay. 13-inch below, right? Need 13-inch below. So distance 2 lines. Okay, distance 2 lines. First, you left click the inseam. Then you see the arrow, right? You see arrow coming. Then you enter 13. Or if you're doing tie, you enter 1. Okay, same thing for the back. 13. Right click, okay. 13 from the crotch point. And the rest is you measure leg opening, click, click, inseam. Inseam you measure front inseam because back inseam is a little bit longer. Front inseam, so you select front inseam for here, inseam measurement, okay? Inseam, you measure front inseam, leg opening, you measure both leg openings and add together, okay? Okay, so I like you to keep this measure, make sure you save, file save, and right click, select all, and okay. Oh. Okay, I'll stop here my demo here, and then your homework is remember you need to fix the hem and then the corners, right? I don't know, just the corners, okay? And then you come back. I still have to continue, so you don't need to submit yet, okay? You will submit next class. At the end of the next class, you can submit. Yes? All right, so the rest we do little lab. I will help you. Anybody need help? I will walk around.